Welcome to the Knowledge Quest, the channel where we embark on a thrilling journey through history. Today, we're diving into the world of forgotten failed inventions, those bizarre contraptions that not only missed the mark, but also put lives at risk. Number 5. The Radioactive Toothpaste. The year was 1905, and the world was captivated by the discovery of radioactivity. Excited by its potential, entrepreneurs sought to harness this mysterious energy and bring it into our everyday lives. And that's how Thoron was born, a toothpaste infused with thorium, a highly radioactive element. Marketed as the elixir of dental health, Thoron promised sparkling teeth, stronger gums, and an everlasting smile. Advertisements boasted that this revolutionary toothpaste was radiant and charged with vitality. But here's the chilling truth. Thoron was an inadvertent menace. Its radioactive nature posed a significant health risk to those who used it. The unsuspecting users were unknowingly exposing themselves to harmful radiation every time they brushed their teeth. Dentists and medical professionals soon raised concerns about the hazardous effects of Thoron. Public outcry forced manufacturers to remove thorium from toothpaste formulations, and regulations were put in place to prevent similar incidents. Today, dental hygiene products undergo rigorous testing and adhere to strict safety standards. We can rest assured that our toothpaste choices won't inadvertently transform our bathrooms into radiation zones. So, remember to always check the ingredients of your dental products and keep an eye out for any potential hazards. Number 4. The Xray shoe fitting device. The early 1940s, a period of post-war optimism and technological marvels. Amidst this backdrop, shoe stores introduced a revolutionary device, the Xray shoe fitting machine. It promised to measure your feet with incredible precision, allowing you to find the perfect fit. Imagine walking into a shoe store, excited to find that ideal pair of shoes. With the Xray shoe fitting machine, you'd step onto a platform and look through a viewing screen. Beneath your feet, an X-ray tube emitted radiation, allowing you to see the bones in your feet and how they fit inside the shoes. It seemed like a magical experience, an X-ray vision into the world of foot comfort. But what many didn't realize was that this seemingly innocent technology had a dangerous side. The Xray shoe fitting device operated by emitting radiation, specifically X-rays, a form of electromagnetic radiation that can penetrate the body. Prolonged exposure to X-rays can cause harmful effects, including an increased risk of cancer and other health problems. Concerns began to arise as scientists and medical professionals realized the potential harm associated with this device. The radiation emitted by the Xray shoe fitting machine was unregulated, and store employees and customers alike were exposed to significant amounts of radiation on a daily basis. Eventually, as the dangers became more apparent, regulations were put in place, and the use of Xray shoe fitting machines was discontinued. The risks outweighed the benefits, and safer alternatives for foot measurement were developed. Today, modern technology and advancements in 3D scanning and digital foot measurement ensure that we can find the perfect fit without subjecting ourselves to unnecessary radiation exposure. So, the next time you slip into a pair of shoes, take a moment to appreciate the strides we've made in footwear technology, prioritizing safety and well-being. Number 3. The atomic hairdryer. It was the age of nuclear power, and the atomic hairdryer was an attempt to harness this newfound energy for personal use. Advertisements of the time depicted women with perfectly coiffed hair, suggesting that this innovative hairdryer could deliver quicker, more efficient drying like never before. Imagine the allure of owning a hairdryer powered by atomic energy, a symbol of progress and modernity. It seemed like a technological marvel, promising salon-quality results in the comfort of your own home. However, lurking beneath the surface was a sinister truth. The atomic hairdryer, like many inventions of the time, relied on nuclear power, specifically radioactive isotopes, to generate heat. This presented serious health risks that were not fully understood or communicated to the public. Radiation emitted by the atomic hairdryer could potentially expose users to harmful effects, including radiation burns, genetic mutations, and an increased risk of cancer. The long-term consequences of prolonged exposure to atomic energy were not yet fully comprehended. As the dangers associated with atomic energy became apparent, and with the growing understanding of radiation's harmful effects, the atomic hairdryer faded into obscurity. The risks outweighed the benefits, and safer alternatives were sought after for personal grooming needs. Today, advancements in hairdryer technology have brought us safer, more efficient options that rely on electricity rather than atomic energy. we can now enjoy the benefits of quick drying without the associated risks. Number 2. The sniffing machine. It's the early 20th century, a time when medical science was still in its infancy. In this era of great innovation and curiosity, inventors were constantly seeking novel ways to diagnose diseases. And that's where the sniffing machine comes into play, a contraption designed to detect tuberculosis through the analysis of a patient's breath. The sniffing machine was an extraordinary invention. Patients would breathe into a device resembling a gas mask, and the machine would analyze the breath for signs of tuberculosis. It was believed that the machine could accurately detect the disease, allowing for earlier diagnosis and treatment. This contraption captured the imagination of the medical community and the public alike. It promised a non-invasive and efficient way to identify tuberculosis, a highly contagious and potentially deadly disease that plagued many communities at the time. However, despite its initial promise, the sniffing machine had a few significant flaws. The machine's ability to diagnose tuberculosis accurately was questionable, as it relied on subjective interpretations and lacked the necessary scientific validation. Furthermore, the sniffing machine failed to consider the complexity of diagnosing tuberculosis, which involves a comprehensive assessment of clinical symptoms, laboratory tests, and radiographic imaging. It oversimplified a complex medical condition and potentially led to misdiagnoses and delayed treatment. As medical science advanced and better diagnostic methods were developed, the sniffing machine faded into obscurity. The limitations and inaccuracies of this peculiar contraption became apparent, and it was replaced by more reliable and evidence-based approaches to tuberculosis diagnosis. Today, we have sophisticated laboratory tests, imaging technologies, and clinical guidelines that aid in the accurate diagnosis of tuberculosis. While the sniffing machine may have been an intriguing step forward in its time, it serves as a reminder of the importance of evidence-based medicine and continual scientific progress. Number 1. The sky cycle. Imagine a transportation system suspended in the air, offering a breathtaking view of the cityscape as you glide along elevated bike paths. This was the vision of the sky cycle, a concept that captured the imagination of urban planners and dreamers alike. The sky cycle, envisioned in the 1960s, aimed to alleviate traffic congestion and provide an efficient mode of transportation in densely populated cities. It involved suspended bike paths hanging from monorail tracks, providing cyclists with a dedicated and elevated route above the streets. The concept was innovative and ambitious, promising to revolutionize urban mobility. It was envisioned as a sustainable and efficient solution, combining the benefits of cycling with the convenience and safety of dedicated infrastructure. However, despite its promising premise, the sky cycle faced numerous challenges. Safety concerns were among the foremost issues. The elevated bike paths posed risks for accidents, especially considering the potential interactions with other modes of transportation and the logistical challenges of maintaining such a system. Additionally, the high costs associated with building and maintaining the sky cycle proved to be a significant hurdle. The extensive infrastructure required for the monorail tracks and suspended bike paths made the concept financially unfeasible for most cities. As the practicality and safety concerns of the sky cycle became apparent, the concept gradually faded away, remaining a visionary idea rather than a realized transportation system. While it captured the imagination of urban planners, the challenges it presented outweighed its potential benefits. Today, we see cities around the world adopting more practical solutions to promote cycling and alternative modes of transportation. Dedicated bike lanes, improved public transportation, and pedestrian-friendly infrastructure provide safer and more accessible options for urban commuters. So, as we explore the history of transportation, let us appreciate the bold ideas and ambitious visions that have shaped our urban landscapes. Join us next time on The Knowledge Quest, as we continue our quest for captivating stories that shed light on the intriguing tapestry of human history. Stay curious, my friends.